Welcome back. We're in Sandopolis still.
I hate sand. It's coarse, grain, and it gets everywhere.
That's not quite the quote that we said earlier.
Coarse, rough, and it gets everywhere.
The reason why Alternate Sandopolis is my least favorite is just how much it contrasts with the rest of the soundtrack and how much it doesn't fit with the soundtrack. I expect this song in columns, not in Sonic.
Yeah, it actually just like a bit from Aladdin.
I like it to be from Arrow the Acrobat. Or Time Night Hetty.
I was also gonna say hello to the Super Mario Land book coming up.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, definitely use a lot of motifs from outside sources, so that's...
And random pose art.
That's where it kinda just... That's where it kinda takes me out of it. Like, Layla Wolfels is
Wholly original.
except for
the launch based, but that's...
If I can speak, please. Except for launch base that uses Death Egg, but in that case it makes sense.
Yeah.
And it works with not only Sonic, but also Sonic 3 specifically, since Death Egg uses the Sonic 3 Death Egg soundtrack.
I will say, at least the level design for this act is also doing things in a bit more interesting manner, but at the same time, it's Sandopolis Act 2.
It's just that...
Hell, I don't even think I noticed a palette change in this stage.
It's just that if there was any song that I would have looked for a different alternate take for
It's this one.
Yeah, because it's just kind of the most. It's just like I don't want to ramble about how much this particular alternate song disappoints me, but it just doesn't fit with the rest of the soundtrack.
It really doesn't.
Hey, yeah. At the same time, though, I do like it. I do like the song itself.
I would rather hear this in a puzzle game. That's because it fits there more than it does here. Yeah. Also, that bit of that bit of yeah, I think that was Rondo a la Turca. Thank you, Lemmings, for teaching me about that.
Okay, Giga, legitimately. Whenever you have information about just like random tidbits of knowledge, when is it not from fucking Lemmings?
Well, most of the Lemmings soundtrack was public domain music, and it originally wasn't that. There's a beta soundtrack that was found in one of the Amiga demos for the game, and it contains a lot of copyright music. We're talking A-Team, Naked Gun, Batman theme from the 60s. Like, someone from the Lemmings forum, data mined the music that went unused in even the demo, and it's a lot of music that they would have had to get the license for, because at the time, music, certain laws towards music in video games weren't exactly as strict as they were.
Need to remind Venom and Spider-Man Maximum Carnage using Black Sabbath.
Okay, that information I did not know. Yes.
I learned about that because of ABGN.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, meanwhile Amy just being like, yes, I will now fuck the level design.
Try to anyway, but it was futile.
Well, may I remind you that in Doom, Bye Bye American Pie, Pie is literally just them bones from Alice in Chains.
I was also gonna say, doesn't Rayman Legends also have like several music levels that are just like remixes of actual music?
Those are specific music levels, but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I remember the first musical in that game is literally just Black Betty.
Yep. And one of them is literally Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, that's for the that's the one for the mariachi level.
Yeah. And it plays it off like it's a mosquito making the lead instrument.
Yeah. I have hesitancy even thinking about getting Legends simply because of the music levels, because of the music levels where you have to remember the beat because of how much the visuals are constantly changing. And, like, shouldn't there be like an epilepsy warning for this?
I think you're talking about the what was the level called?
I was gonna say, I think those are only the music levels specifically in the special world, and I don't think those are required to beat the main story.
Yeah. Also, I failed, but I had something just in case this time. The retry special stages mod.
Yeah, it looks like there's that totally suffer press A to retry. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did have a mod. I did have a mod for that at the beginning of the playthrough, but it wasn't functioning as it was supposed to. And I noticed that particularly because of how the checkpoint posts they weren't bringing out the bonus stages at 25 or so rings like they were supposed to. And when I read up on that particular mod, I found it was because they added it as an alternate way to get into the special stages, and it was conflicting with the A Garden.
And I was about to bring up that, like, having to find such a mod like that for if I get the iOS, or the Android Sonic 2D up running.
You took some unnecessary risks there, Flash. Why didn't you just...
Look,
Yeah.
I had trouble thinking on the fly in Blue Sphere.
Yeah. Well, that one certainly at least beats the shit out of the original Blue Super Emerald stage. Gazoon type.
That damn fourth Super Emerald.
Alright, back in the Sando 2. I have no idea how close we are to the boss, if at all.
We should be pretty close.
You know, speaking of public domain, like, orchestral music, there's an entire soundtrack of Mega Man styled music like that called Compose Man.
Compose Man, amazing.
Yeah. You even have like the one cello song as the story intro.
Amazing.
Thank you, Mirror Shield.
I was gonna say there's certain points where the mirror shield feels like it's broken, but at other times I really get the question. I keep forgetting that's installed every single time.
It's not
No,
an
it
install,
always catches-
it's an edit.
It catches me off guard every single time. Oh.
Time for the other Visions of Dreams boss.
Yeah, I was about to say, no egg golem this time around?
Nah.
I was gonna say Flash. I don't think this is... I was gonna say Flash. I don't think... This is
I'm
right
sorry,
desert.
that thing had spamtonized.
This is Sheriff Timber.
Are we sure that's not copyrighted?
I mean, it's just a... Wait, what? Not copyrighted.
We reach for the sky.
I mean, it's just a cowboy saying.
Yeah.
Flash for not playing the Chef's Kiss mod for Pizza Talent. Have you heard of that mod, Craig?
Yeah, I've heard of Chef's Kiss. I've yet to try it out.
I'm not that well versed in Pizza Tower mods.
They gave the Vigilante such a peak P rank screen.
Yeah, I love the P rank screen for Vigilante.
There was also, I think, Styx, the ranked screens are just the best.
Oh Jesus. Gee, I wonder if you have enough bullets.
What is an Undertale / Deltarune AU character or just character from the series in general? The answer is always no.
The irony is that it's only a 6-shooter.
Oh.
Yeah, this attack's nasty.
Yeah, especially with the green bullets.
Jeez, it's like TiVo it's like if TiVo was your freaking sleep paralysis demon right there.
Oh gosh, I remember TiVo, dang.
I didn't have it, but I was aware of it.
My family did have it.
Oh.
My family did have TiVo, so I got to see the opening.
Like, I didn't even have it that loud, but yet the sound was a bit loud.
I was gonna say, that was a jump scare and a half.
Giant anvil.
Yeah, I was not expecting an anvil.
That was close.
Well, hey, the falling section right here, that explains how we're getting down into Lava Reef.
Look, if I wanted to... I'm not asking for him to give me a hand, okay?
Get a hand job, Scoops!
Oh god.
Oh, I should have said that during Ice Cap. Why am I glad that he's frozen in there and that we're out here and that he's the sheriff and that we're frozen out here and that we're in there and I just remembered we're out here!
What I want to know is where's the caveman? Oh jeez.
Okay, no joke. It's just seeing the mouth at the bottom. I'm just like, oh, is the Stretch Films logo?
And now back to our regularly scheduled Sonic 30.
It's just like, how do these people keep interfering? Pinkish Lava Reef, that's a new one. Okay.
This sounds like it's like...
I love this take on Lava Reef.
No joke. For some, like, while this song does fit this zone, I also imagined it for like a power facility tower or something.
To me, it sounds very treasure-like.
I can hear it.
I could probably hear something like this in a Gunstar Heroes game, if I'm gonna be honest.
So Lava Reef is now Himalayan Pink Salt Lava Reef.
Himalayan Pink Salt.
Oh yeah, I think this was around the time where I started trying to render, trying to fix the bitrate.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Well, of course, it still doesn't play nice with Lava Reef.
A little better at least.
Yeah, the lava still kills bit rates.
The Sonic short where those one enemies are
The Toximisters.
Yeah, the Toximisters are actually like smoking points.
It's just baked out of their mind.
Yeah, and then you have the rock badnik that explodes. It's like Sonic is gonna be what?
Yeah, I still find the fact that the Japanese for the longest time those badniks were using their Japanese name. And I think it wasn't until Sonic Mania where I think they got an official English name. I think. Don't quote me on that.
Oh, what are they called? Yeah, that one just got dropped on me.
That was a dumb step.
I saw it coming.
If I remember correctly, the official Japanese names of these little like rock badniks are called Iwamadoki.
And what was the English name they got?
I think if I remember correctly, the English name they got was Crabstone for some reason.
Crabstone.
Um,
Oh, well, I get it, like a hermit crab.
Sort of, yeah. I think that's what the intention was.
Like a Gladstone, Crabstone.
Yeah, I think that's what they were going for at the very least. Like I said, don't quote me on that, but that's what I remember specifically.
Hey, what rock did you mine up? Crabstone? Let it go, it's about to explode.
It just blows up.
Blows up?
I still love the fact that you can actually see the death egg in the background of the zone while you're going through this.
Yeah, that's like a detail I've noticed in like other playthroughs of this game, where it's just like you notice it especially with the boss fight.
Yeah, but it's even present during Act 1 if you look in the background. Mainly as Sonic and Tails. For some reason, it's also still there as Knuckles, even though Knuckles usually isn't in the background portion where the death egg would show up there. But it's funny nonetheless.
Okay, I'm looking it up, I don't see... I mean, the Japanese name is Ewamago. Literally translates as pseudo-rock, also known as fake rock, so I'm not sure where you get that other name from.
I'm trying to remember. I know I saw it. I remember seeing it somewhere in official discussions, but I don't remember where. Like, this was a while back. Like, this was, like, around the time of, like, Mania's initial release, so...
You want to know what's something from a while back that I wish I archived when I did?
What?
There was a Tillamook commercial that they since privated from their YouTube channel. It was basically a commercial where they were talking about award-winning cheese, and it showed in slow motion their cheese being thrown at their trophies. So, I will never have the pleasure of saying someone was paid to throw cheese at trophies again, because that video is currently lost.
Damn. Yes, this thing again.
Yep, Pete Arnold with Stone in the background.
I see a silhouette of a man.
I think it's real cute how they did him there.
Yeah. Those two little orbiting things can go fuck right off in Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
Why did they have to put that in with the Mega Octus fight? It is such a pain.
Oh yeah, and don't think you're gonna be caught by the oil when the Octus pulls a platform down under.
I wonder if they fixed that.
I doubt it.
Good. I could probably test later.
Or maybe someone's made a mod by now.
You know, I do wonder with the homebrewing scene if I could load like Mania mods onto, say, a homebrewed Vita version of Sonic Mania. So if I really wanted to play Sonic Mega Mix Mania on the go.
Oh, you know someone made it so that something's up with the sound.
Yeah, there's another OBS audio hiccup, and that's why I turned the volume down. I just stopped putting the text up there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay, fair.
But yeah, someone made it so technically Sonic Mania is playable on Wii, though it is not doesn't run very well, if I recall.
I mean, that's what happens when you're trying to backport it to systems. With how games have evolved these days, it's going to be difficult to try and backport things without having to make some sort of sacrifice or have some sort of performance issues.
I still find it crazy that they put it on new 3DS.
Or no, maybe it was 3DS that I was thinking of, not Wii. Unless it was also on Wii. I have no idea.
I would think that the Wii would be powerful enough to run Mania.
Yeah, me too.
I would too.
Depending on the porting job, that is.
Yeah.
I mean, to also be fair, we do sometimes have evidence that sometimes porting jobs aren't exactly the cleanest when it comes to Sonic games.
Well, this wouldn't be a you know what I mean.
Well, I'm meaning even so in the case of like official ports that are sometimes a little bit, or a lot of bit jank. I mean, heck, just look at Adventure 1 and Adventure 2's ports when they eventually came to PC.
Oh, it's Ultimate. Excuse me.
No, that one was more a remake fuck up than a port. I classify that as more of a remake fuck up than a port. And besides,
Remaster, but yeah.
Yeah, and besides, Gens came out fucking beautifully. So.
This is why you have these things made in-house without something.
Exactly.
You know, for a second when you said Sonic Gens, I thought you meant Sonic Genesis, and I was like, you sure?
I'm not meaning the fucking Game Boy. I'm meaning Generations.
Yeah.
Also, you say about do it in-house rather than outsourcing it. Remember that Sonic 3D, Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 all got remakes that were technically outsourced, all of which are superior to the originals.
Oh.
But to also be fair, that's Taxman. Taxman knows how the fuck classic Sonic works. So
basically, if you outsource it, no.
Stealth as well.
Okay, yeah.
They were both key parts of it.
Yeah.
So you basically check the qualifications of the person you outsource to is what is the real lesson here.
Well,
Yeah.
not only that, but also outsource it to people who give a shit. Because that's why Stealth and Taxman, they made such good versions. They fucking love that game.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. And it's why those like versions of. Good job, Flash.
I was just
It's
trying to
why
reflect the rocks.
I was gonna say it's why those versions of the classic Sonic games are by far some of the most popular versions to play nowadays. Hell, if I remember correctly, Forever and Absolute are built off those Taxman, off the original Taxman mobile ports.
They are specifically built off of the Android versions because it's actually really easy to get the APKs for them.
Oh, yeah.
You can't do the same on the iOS.
Yeah.
Which is why, if you want to ever play Crash Bandicoot Nitro Kart 2, you have to sideload it onto an older system. There's
types of Sonic. There's like multiple types of Sonic fans. Those who know what the fuck they're doing, and those who just run their big mouth and half the time don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Okay, I was wondering if you fell through those platforms without the boulder, would that be a death or would it actually transition?
Good question. I actually don't know the answer to that.
I've never tried it. I would imagine it would be a death play.
I see right there.
Yeah, I'd imagine it'd also be a death play.
You see what now, Azwa?
Sage.
Yeah.
That's magic mentioned detail.
Yeah. Oh, they made that section a little bit easier.
They look the same to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Surprise! Different
this
boss.
This is a much better boss than the original, let's be real.
Yeah. Even if it does still take a bit.
Yeah. Fun fact: this boss specifically is the reason why I couldn't play with the stone mod and the harder bosses mod at the same time. Because when it would get to this fight, my controls would lock up and I wouldn't be able to move.
Would Sage get double the dad jokes now I'm thinking about it?
Well, did Omelet get double the dad jokes?
I mean, look, if Sage had two moms, it'd be a loop of go ask your mother.
Well, but my point being, did Omelet get double the dad jokes?
Stone wasn't a thing when Omelet was created by fans.
But Stone existed before Sage did.
Yeah, but to also be fair, thanks to the fandom, Stone has also had a lot more staying power because of the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if we eventually got an Agent Stone in canon?
That would be nice.
I'd be to the moon.
Like Sega has to know how well the man is beloved by this point.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
And like this is leaning more on fan stuff. We all know Sage came from Omelet being a thing in the fandom.
What?
More than
okay.
What about that?
I'm pretty sure.
Sorry, what now?
My sources, I made it up, but I'm pretty sure. That's one for the flow room.
Okay, thank you, Senator Armstrong. Very cool.
I was gonna say, what is it with the antagonist becoming being LGBTQ instead of the protagonist? I mean, there are protagonists that are that, but like I'm not complaining, but I find it funny how I've seen more antagonists with it for some reason.
I think that's the first time I've ever unironically used or at all used my sources. I made it up. And I'm happy that it was used in such a perfect situation for it.
And my observation kind of got overshadowed.
I don't think we just know. I think we just don't know what to say in regards to that.
Yeah, it's an amusing observation, but it's just like I'm not sure how to interpret it either. If I'm gonna be honest, it's interesting to think about.
Also, this is a typical interaction between Amy and Knuckles in the early seasons of Sonic X.
Or Sonic Last World.
Or Sonic Generations before they removed Amy just sending him flying into the tree.
Basically, they learn to live with each other.
Yeah.
Wait, why is this the boss theme you selected for Knuckles?
I forgot to change it, but also, what are we gonna hear otherwise?
Yeah.
I really love that theme.
It's best in Triple Trouble 16-bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
And here's a thing we wouldn't hear otherwise.
And I do, even though it doesn't make sense for her to exist at this point, I love Sage laughing in the Eggmobile.
Like I said, simulations.
Knuckles should be very lucky that Sage did not digitize him there.
You know, I was going to say, looking at trivia on fan wikis is always a fun thing. Because on the article says Sage shares some similarities to Shadow the Hedgehog. Both have a black and red colour scheme.
What? No, I had no idea.
As in?
Oh my god.
There are a few others which make a bit more sense. Yeah, both created by a member of the Robotnik family, both initially disliked by Sonic, but all that sort of stuff. It's just about that both have a black and red colour scheme. So does Mickey Mouse!
Mickey Mouse and Shadow. Same?
I now want to see someone redraw the fucking Shadow the Hedgehog box art, but with Mickey Mouse.
Next time we'll finish this playthrough.
Oh, this is Dante.